So I'm here with former councilman, Mr. E.W. Cromartie, and he has been a strong supporter of the Columbia Urban League for many years. How are you doing today?
Doing very well, thank you.
So tell us about your support with the Columbia Urban League.
Well, I've supported them in everything they've ever done. I was on council over 27 years. But one of the programs that I thoroughly enjoyed trying to expand and get as much money as possible was the summer youth program. When I first got on city council, they were trying to get the funding, and I advocated for it, and we were able to get the highest amount over the years that they ever had. And the reason why I was so involved, you can take young people, keep them off the street, and give them the opportunity to partner with a business that they've never been involved with before, and be in a position to see what you have to do, how you have to dress. I did it in my law firm, and I would partner the young ladies with one of my staff and tell them what to wear, how to answer the telephone, and how to look like a lady, even though they might have been 12 or 14 years of age.
That's extremely imperative.
And so as a result, they got paid for that. And then I would make a contribution to what they're paying. So it was a tremendous program. My young people, my kids, who my son's a lawyer at this law firm now, and my daughter, all went through the program. And my concern was making sure that the kids from the Housing Authority, the kids from Alabama Court, the kids from that time, Washington Carver Village, that's what it was called. I wanted to make sure those young people were involved. And I was so excited about a young lady who lived in that area. She would walk through this office every day.
Wow.
And she said to me, Mr. Cromartie, I'm going to have so much money that I'll be able to really dress well at the end of the summer. So this is wonderful. It's a great program, and I'd like to see it expanded and continuously funded.
Well, going back to the importance of this summer youth experience and summer job experience for these young people, especially within this area, why is that so important, especially moving forward economically, educationally? Why is it so important?
It has so many benefits. Number one, you're looking at a business that you might not have ever seen before. If you're thinking about going into communications, and you can go work at WIS or WIC or one of those institutions. If you want to work in the hospital, then the hospital was there. If you want to work in a college, then you could do it. Same thing we did right there in city government. We took them and put them involved in intern programs in city government. Work with the city manager, work with the mayor. And what I was able to do since I was on city council, I would actually pick them up and carry them to city council meeting with me. And they would sit there.
That's an experience you cannot pay for.
They would sit at city council meeting, and then I would have them get up and introduce themselves to city council. Wow. And so I said, well, now we got to go over that. We got to tell you what to say and how to say it. So I would go over it with them so they could make sure they could talk up and be in a position to identify what they were doing and how they were doing it. And that was a great experience. I remember one young lady, I carried her the lunch when city council would go out and eat lunch. And she was right there, and she says, oh, Mr. Cromartie, I can't believe it. I'm learning about stuff that's in the newspaper. And so I thoroughly enjoyed the process of working with that program. It made a difference in their lives. And some of the young people now say to me, I was in your program, Mr. Cromartie. I said, really? How many years ago was that? And now they're married and have children. So it had a very telling effect upon them, and it allowed them to have the opportunity to learn values and skills that they did not necessarily know.
So moving forward, bring us up to speed with what's currently going on with you.
Well, I'm retired. I've been away from council some time, and I just simply sit down and work with my church. I just got through having Men's Day at my church, and the Urban League supported it. We appreciate that, and I was able to raise a lot of money.
You're known for that. You're known for that.
And you know, as long as it's to benefit something else, as long as it benefits something good.
Especially the community.
Especially the community. We did it with the Wellness Center when we were able to raise over, I think maybe over $150,000 to $200,000 for scholarships, so that young people and people who are disabled would be able to go there without having to spend any money. And then we were able to work with City Council and the mayor and raise $8.5 million to build that building. So it's about the community, and it's about helping young people to get where they want to go. Also with the Greenkeepers Award, we were able to raise funds for scholarships. And one day I would like to be in a position to add additional funds to that in order to endow the program.
Well, that would be a great thing.
And be in a position to make sure that I had a lady just recently come up to me and she said, Mr. Cromartie, I didn't know who she was. She said, my son got the first $1,000 you raised for that program. And it was able for him to go to college. And he got all his books and everything. I said, how long ago was that? Oh, he's about 30 years old now. I said, oh my God.
So the Dreamkeepers Award has been around for 30 years.
At least I know, yes.
And that is a long time, but honorable time to be serving your community.
Well, you know, we still contribute. My son does. And we've been doing it from day one. And hopefully it can perpetually move forward and really make the lives of difference of young people. When you can make a young person where they need to be, then you change the process of time.
And the world.
And the world.
So how, you know what, I think a lot of times people don't know how to support the community, especially programs like the Columbia Urban League, and there are not a lot of people who are in positions like you to provide support. So what are some ways that are intangible that people could support community efforts, especially at the Columbia Urban League and all the various other opportunities that they could potentially have in organizations that serve the community? How could they be of support?
Well, you take the talents and skills that you have, whatever they are. If it's volunteering your time, if you're a lawyer, of course you can volunteer your legal work, but everyone's not a lawyer. But everyone has something they can do to help make a difference in the world. And it's a matter of taking the time to do it. Finding what you want, what's your passion. And if your passion is involved in helping the homeless, if your passion is involved in your church, if your passion is involved in providing Thanksgiving baskets that the Urban League and others put out, then you take the time to do that. But you can do whatever you want to do. I've always said that you make time to do whatever you want to do.
And what's important to you.
And what's important to you.
I totally agree with you.
So I've always felt that way. And even now, this is how I feel.
So once again, I'm here with former councilman, Mr. E.W. Cromartie, and this is another episode of Empowering Communities, Changing Lives. The Columbia Urban League Incorporated. We'll be back next time.